If you could
So hello, darling, how are you? I was in hopes of seeing in the town some considerable remains of its former glory and splendour, in spite of a warning given to the contrary. The waters of Loch Corrib, which permeate under the bridges of the town, go rushing and roaring to the sea with a noise and eagerness only known in Galway.
You want the noises, is it? You want sound effects.
Oh,
That's very good.
Vessels, will you point the camera over here? Because I'm the one doing all the lines.
I don't know who he is. Are you all right, love?
They stare at boats putting out to sea, and it is true, it was pouring with rain. And as English waterproof cloaks are not waterproof in Ireland, the traveller who has but one coat must, out of necessity, protect himself. Thank you. Back I go! Oh, literary sensation seekers, away and beyond.
That was William Makepeace Thackeray, who wrote Vanity Fair, you know.
He wasn't very happy anyway when he came to Galway. It wasn't an awful mess in those days.
We might as well actually do the walking part of the tour now.
This is my favourite part. We start to walk. Anyway, go on.
They didn't always have the canals, they built canals, and in some instances they went right through the roads. As you see, there's the road we just came up, Parkavara, and it continues on over there. And they built these canals right the way through. In they go. They were always pulling people out of these canals. There was a fella lived in that house over there. He pulled 8 people out. Georgie Ward pulled 8 people.
You're all right now for a moment, lovey.
Loving, we're doing a bit here, all right?
You know, just if you could quieten down.
He's probably a writer. Georgie Ward lived in that house. He pulled 8 people out of this canal. There was another fella, picked the same fella out 3 times out of the canal, which is unbelievable. Unbelievable, ridiculous. He should have left them in, really.
Exactly.
3rd time's a charm, I say. Anyway, in the 1800s, they put the railings up, and it's been safe and sound ever since. Right on cue.
Do not be alarmed, ladies and gentlemen. This is part of the tour, and it is an act. He's an actor. He's a professional swimmer. Olympian athlete. And he's safe. I'm not touching your life, boys. Will you take my book back? Take the book back.
Take the light. Take that.
No. Have you got the book back?
I have the book back.
There you go.
And we have a very clear winner tonight. This afternoon, it's not tonight, is it? This afternoon. The person who's going to be going to Chicago and Slovenia and who has won the Galway Slam is Elaine Feeney.
I'm like someone that won the Roses League. I'm going to start crying. Oh my God, I actually really can't believe it. Anyway, and a couple of years ago I taught a traveller boy. And actually I was pregnant last year at the slam and I was going to actually slam this piece, but I haven't practiced it, so I'm going to read it. He was a great poet and he ended up dropping out of school, selling fireplaces and getting married very young, so I wrote this poem for him. And in tune they call travellers shams, so it's called Sham Ward. Word told me that I was a whore, just like my mother and my mother's mother, for she was a whore, for sure. I told him how sorry I was. I didn't realise he couldn't read aloud. But Ward told me to shut my fat face, because I really was a whore of a whore, and I shouldn't apologise anymore. But Monday, he liked personification. His poem was quite a creation. I wondered, was I still a whore? Tuesday, Daddy stormed the office to fuck off the nonsense. He wasn't happy. We should stick to social language vocabulary. Chair, table, book, pen, fruit receipt, gents, ladies, girls, boys, labour ward, doctor, gynaecologist. Chipper, fan, boxing ring, stalls, counterfeit, school child, vaccination, meningitis, copper pot, door, open, close, enter, exit, keep out, hard hat, slash hook, signature, fireplace, buffer, whore, chewing gum. I protested. Social language vocabulary isn't on our syllabus. Wednesday, he was a ball of flames that ate everything in sight. He climbed mountains immersed in a neon night that howled for his ability. He wanted to say he was riding one of the horses with the horns. Thursday, he metamorphosed, in front of crusted eyes to his lover's size, his naked highs. Friday, he punched the Polish kid in the jaw. In the staff room, they asked me to handle the mess, because I'm a traveller lover, traveller lover, traveller lover. Behind closed doors, they spat. Dyke lover, nigger lover, single mother, handle this. We are a school of saints, after all. On the street in late December, selling water perfume on a temporary chipboard, with a half-cocked Burberry hat and blisters from late sun scald, Ward wishes me a Merry Christmas. I wonder, am I still a whore? He tells me his youngest has croup, and the doctor told the nurse to tell the visiting do-gooder to steam little bridie. But the trailer's damp and the kettle's broke, and Cindy's busy with the oldest boy, because the family said he's hyper, and the poetry's over, and the social vocabulary would have helped with all the forms for the kettle, and the croup, and the social, and for Cindy's 18th birthday card. New Year's Eve, he tells me, a week before his own. Thanks very much for all your support.
It's a co-production between Gonbean's Theatre Troupe and Galway Youth Theatre, written by Max Hafler, based on a script, a very famous script called Lysistrata by Aristophanes, a local fella. It's written by Max Hafler, but it's inspired by Lysistrata. It's written by Aristophanes 450 years BC, and the play is basically women, they want to stop a war, and so they decide they'll have a sex ban, and among other things invading government buildings and things like this, and this causes great stress in the government, and you'd understand that, and people would understand that. We've got great response, we're selling out, the cast are really enjoying it, there's a great energy in the room. People always comment on that the energy of the show is much higher than what they're used to.
So there's 20 people in this cast, so it's kind of amazing that everything's running so smoothly every single night. Nothing really wrong happens, do you know what I mean?
No one! Enough! What do you know, dear? About affairs of state? Do what you do best, or send the meat unto my plate. No more!
Stop fighting, will there be no more delight?
No more passionate love-making after we have had a fight. Nor I put the collar, baby, let's go have an early night. No more bubble baths together, no more sexy nights in leather. No more cuddling when it's cold, no more comforting to hold. No more kissing long and deep, no more curling up.
But the reaction has been fantastic, and the audience has been so wide and from different places that because we meet the audience before they come in, so we meet people maybe that they read a lot, people that haven't been in the theatre before, so it's been a mix of people, and I love that, because I think that's what is theatre about,
There's always something fresh in the Irish Times weekend. You'll find TV, theatre, music and book reviews. There's Go, our new travel supplement. There's lots more style and fashion. And the stories of the week are in Weekend Review. So sit back and take it all in with the Irish Times. All yours, all weekend.